Good morning and welcome back to the airport here in Milan. We are back in the FSLabs A321 CEO with the IAE engines and charklets today. This will be this aircraft's first flight of the day, so we are receiving it cold dark, so we'll have to set it up this morning. It's around 8:30 in the morning. The flight number for today's flight will be Whiskey 62336, and the reg on the plane is Hotel Alpha Lima Tango Foxtrot. Call sign for today's flight over to Bucharest will be Wizz Air 62 Uniform Golf. We're expecting a 3-5 left departure via the Oscar 5 Mike departure, Oscar transition. Our cruise today will be 340, and we'll grab our initial climb after we get our clearance. We're expecting an arrival today into runway 31 right via the Vajdi to Uniform arrival. So let's get in here. We just boarded the aircraft, and so we got to get everything set up and ready to go. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this open. And we'll come up here. Get that crew oxygen supply on. IRS, get that going. Unlock the door there. Okay, we're gonna go strobe on. Nav. Standby compass. Leave that off. Actually, we'll put that.
Runway.
Arms.
Okay. Feet.
And we are good to go. Now let's come down here. Get that turned on. There we go. So currently no ATC, so we'll just go ahead and get this set above to TRI. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is pull up the tech log. Okay, so we have 0 defects for today's flight, which we should expect. It's a pretty new airframe, so that's good. So that'll save us some setup time. Let's go to ATSU, AOC menu. Let's initiate our flight, and let's request data. Okay, things set up there. Okay, OFP data. Okay, we can go ahead and send that out. Start our refueling. And let's go ahead and grab weather and ITIS. Okay. Okay. Request there. Alright, let's come down here. Okay. Go ahead and request our wind data. And pull up the weather. QNH is 1014. 1014. 1014. Okay. Go in here. Import. And zoom that all the way down. Okay, we'll wait for that. Let's go ahead and get the catering going. And the fuelers are here. Okay, catering has been requested. Alright, let's go to our progress page. LHBP 31, right? Alright. Okay, so it looks like we finally have our wind. Good. Okay. LIMC, LHBP. Cost index 12, flight level 340. Good. Fix info. LHBP 31 right. So LHBP 31 right. Put a 10-mile fix. Good. Okay, gotta keep zooming in here on the map. Okay, so BP. Okay, so airport info is what we want. Zoom that in. Let's put a 127 radial. And let's go ahead and get these popped on. Good to go. And catering's going now. That's good. Alright. Flight plan. Departure. 35 left. And Ferric 6. Ferric 6 Alpha is what we want. Okay. And then the Ask 5 mic. Insert. Arrival. 31 right. And we want the Badge D2 uniform. Or is it the Badge D2 hotel? Let me see. Oops. Badge D2 hotel. Bad penmanship. Okay. Insert. Okay. We're all set up. And let's go back over here. Okay, let's make sure. It's almost done, almost done. We want to look for initial climb out. Okay, so there is no initial climb. So we'll say 10,000. Transition level 6,000. Good. And let's check our transition level into LHBP, Bucharest. Transition level assigned by ATC. Okay. So none by default. Okay, so port now. Quest. Okay. Alright, now we can just relax and we've got everything set up and we'll do our init and our performance. So once everybody gets loaded up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free, and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened, ready for departure.
Okay, we're done fueling. Now we can flip those seatbelt signs on. Alright, we are set to go here. So now, let's get some performance going. So first thing here, so messages, load sheet, we've got our final load sheet, so that's fine. Weight and balance. And let's go ahead and shut the cockpit door. And start the APU, get this cabin cool. Okay, so zero fuel, so 70.8 and 24.5. 70.8/24.5. Block fuel is 7.6. And it looks like we had 4 passengers not show up for today's flight. Okay, performance. Okay, so we want calm, flex, off, optimum, good. And we want 35 left, full length, calculate. Okay, so 165, 168, 168. And 2 up 1.6. Quite a bit of trim there, and flex 56. Okay, and everything is good to go. So let's get rid of that. And come up here. APUs avail, external power off. And we'll go ahead and turn on the APU bleed air to cool it down in here. Okay. So this can come on. And AOC, departure, push back. We want to face south. Okay. Push now.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Make sure we're on the right radio frequency. Milan traffic, this is Wizz Air 60 Uniform Golf, stand 606. I will be pushing back, facing south onto taxiway, Yankee, Milan traffic.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
10,000.
Locking gear. Release parking brakes.
Parking brake released.
All engines clear. Started
Okay,
wheel.
mission's coming on. View bleeds on. And starting engine number 1. beautiful morning here in Milan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace positions.
Okay, we'll get started. Engine number 1.
Brace, brace.
Engine number 2.
There are 2 emergency exits at the rear. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened
Set
at
parking
all
brakes.
times. If the
Parking
air
brake is
supply
set.
fails,
For your
masks will
confirmation,
drop from
full
above
engine
you.
start.
Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the
Cockpit
mask
to
over your
ground.
nose
We have a
and
good engine
mouth.
start. You can disconnect.
Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together. Inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to
Unlocking gear.
inflate or needs topping up, blow
Okay,
into the
engine
tube.
number 2 is
There's
available.
a light and whistle
Ignition
to attract
off.
attention. We also carry flotation aids
APU
for
bleed
children.
off.
Your tray table
APU
must now
master
be stowed,
off.
armrest down, window blinds
Okay,
open,
flaps
and
2.
seatbelt fastened. We
Up
wish you
1.6.
Disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, good. Okay. Give this some up tilt here. And seatbelt signs are on, so we can do our takeoff config check. That's to be expected. Low oil temp. It'll heat up before we get to the runway. Other than that, we just have to do our flight control check. Okay. Rudder. Full right. Full left. Neutral. Aileron. Full right. Full left. Neutral. Elevator. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Flight control check is complete. Okay, so engine on. And Milan traffic, this is Wizz Air 60 Uniform Golf taxiing to runway 35 left via Yankee Tango Whiskey and Golf Whiskey, Milan traffic. Okay, we are good to go. Park and brake off. And turn on nose wheel steering. Okay, it's about 9 o'clock now. Having some huge thunderstorms where I live IRL. too low.
Cabin crew seats for departure, please.
Good, takeoff config is normal now. Go for the captain.
Hello, it's Nolan. Let's cabin secure for takeoff. Thank you.
Thank you, Norman. Okay, so we're gonna go. Packs off. Lights. And let the cabin know. And Milan traffic. This is Wizz Air 60 Uniform Golf. Lining up and taking off runway 35 left. Milan traffic.
Approaching 35 left.
Confirmed. And rolling takeoff here.
On runway 35
Okay,
left.
chrono. Set timing. Engine's 25%. Okay, engine stabilized. Man flex 56, SRS, runway heading, auto thrust blue. Speed's alive and thrust set. .100 knots. Continue. And rotate. Okay, we have a positive rate of climb. Gears coming up. AP1 engaged. Okay. Thrust to climb.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your
Backs
seatbelt
on.
fastened while the seatbelt sign is
Reset
on.
chrono.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt.
Disarm auto brakes.
Seated.
Disengage the spoiler.
Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time.
And Milan traffic, this is Reserve 60 Uniform Golf, climbing
In
through
just a few
3000.
moments, we'll commence our in-flight service.
Flight level 100, last call.
Selection
Milan
of
traffic.
fresh food available today. All
Okay.
details can be found in your
Plus one.
in-flight information. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar.
Up 0.
Accept payment in pounds, euros.
Hear that. So we can roll this up to cruise now. 340. God, it does not get any prettier than that. Okay, set standard. Okay, we're coming above 10. Alright, we are well on our way back to Bucharest now, so sit back, relax, and I will see you on the flip when we're on the arrival into Bucharest. See you!